Hey my Fire Squad, welcome to Entertainment with your girl Fire. Hit the bell notifications on your way in for new videos I upload, and don't forget, comment, like, and subscribe. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is something new. I'm excited to try this whole little setup out, okay? So I'm going to try to get some updates on a pre-recorded video. So guys, welcome back to the channel. It is so good to be on screen and get a chance for you guys to see me and interact with me. I appreciate it. And some of the things that we're going to be doing is just trying new ways to upload, okay? Editing can be so time consuming. So if I can just get some content out this way, I think I'm going to try it. And if you guys enjoy it this way, please let me know down in the comment section so that I can know exactly how I can bring you more content at the discretion of which way you prefer it, pre-recorded or just editing videos. So I'm going to give this a run. Okay, so if you guys never met me, my name is Fire. I am definitely here for all of the tea, the news, and the gossip, and I love to talk. I love to just give my opinion, and I love to hear feedback on what you guys think as well. So as you can tell in the description, we're going to be talking about Lil Boosie, which I am a fan of Lil Boosie. If you ever see this Lil Boosie, I am a fan. So but I do want to give some commentary on the situation that's at hand, and the situation is that he's receiving some backlash for promoting Caleb Wilson's image on his flyers at the Boosie Bash. I am a Louisiana native. If you guys do not know that, my home state is Louisiana, so I can give a little bit of insight about what people felt when they heard of the story. So let's first get introduced to Caleb Wilson. I don't know if you guys know about Caleb, but this story broke. It actually went viral, and I believe it went viral because people are sick and tired of the hazing deaths. Nobody really talks about the death of students, who actually go through that. And so his death went national, and a lot of people had a lot to say about it. And granted so, because I think people go through that quite often, they just don't talk about it. So let me show you a picture of Caleb so we all know exactly who we're talking about. This is the young man, Caleb. Very handsome young man. Look very well grown, well put together. I first want to send my condolences to the family at this difficult time. This is literally like something that's so new and people are still discussing it. But this young man passed away at a hazing ritual. It was devastating. I could not imagine, just as a mother, because I'm a mother of three, your child going off to college to be great, and you get a phone call that your child, didn't make it back to, college, or didn't make it back home because they were trying to be a part of a fraternity. Fraternities are supposed to be a brotherhood. It's where you come together and you congregate for a brotherhood, a sisterhood. And this was not brotherly at all. You know what I mean? So they have arrested 3 suspects in a connection to his murder, which is a good thing. And I'm going to play a video about that. But I first want to back up and, see if we can get a backstory into what was going on here. So let me play this video. Stop sharing my screen, and then I'm going to present another screen. Here we go. Let's share this screen. Later.
We start the news tonight with a bombshell allegation dealing with the Boosie Bash and the family of a Southern University fraternity pledge killed in a hazing incident. We first broke the news this afternoon. Attorney General Liz Murrow may seek legal action against one of the most prominent rappers to come from Baton Rouge. Little Boosie headlined Boosie Bash tonight and said some of the proceeds from the concert would go to a scholarship honoring Caleb Wilson. But his family disputes that. The AG says Boosie was using Wilson's name to promote his annual music festival. News 2's Gabby Davis has more on the actions Murrow is calling disgusting. Gabby.
Sarah Gray, the annual Boosie Bash kicked off today and was supposed to be a way to launch the Caleb Wilson Memorial Scholarship. That's what Boosie told WBRZ on Friday. Boosie did confirm he was working with the Human Jukebox and Wilson's family to honor Wilson with a scholarship. Take a listen.
You're actually working with the Human Jukebox and you're working with his family to get this scholarship going, and some of the funds are going to be from the concert are going to be going back into this scholarship, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do something special for him because it's a tragic loss.
According to the Attorney General, Wilson's parents had no idea that the event was happening. They knew Boosie had wanted to start a scholarship, but that was the furthest the conversation went. Merle said the family's upset, saying it's victimizing them all over again. She did tell us promoters agreed to stop using Caleb's image, but says the damage is already done. The 6th annual Boosie Bash kicked off at Southern University. Boosie confirmed to WBRZ on Friday that he had plans to use the funds from Boosie Bash for a scholarship dedicated to Caleb Wilson. Wilson died in an alleged hazing incident back in February. According to Attorney General Liz Merle, Wilson's family says they had no knowledge that their son's name and image was being used to promote the music festival.
Their understanding was that Boosie wanted to contribute and start a scholarship fund at the school, and she put some money towards starting a scholarship. That was the extent of the conversation that they had with him more than a week ago, and no one ever asked them or even mentioned this event, and no one ever asked them if they could use his name and image to promote the event.
But on Friday, Boosie talked with WBRZ and confirmed he was working with both Wilson's family and the Human Jukebox.
And I know that you are launching a foundation of scholarship in his name. Is that right?
Yeah, we're gonna try to do something positive because I'm grateful for his dad and all the people who made this work. But we're gonna do something special for him because that it's a life lost too short.
Merle says she intends to take legal action for the misuse of Wilson's name for profit.
It's a dramatic misrepresentation of and misappropriation of Caleb's name and image to support a for-profit event.
We reached out to Boosie's team, who were not available for an interview. They did say they are aware of the Attorney General's statement and do have plans to respond. Merle says her work starts Monday. She says Boosie and his team owe the family an apology.
And I think the promoters just saw an opportunity to promote the event on the backs of people who just suffered an unimaginable loss.
As for details about the Caleb Wilson scholarship, a spokesperson for Boosie said that information is forthcoming. Sarah Gray.
Now, it was at this point, y'all, that I realized that my mic was muted the entire time, but that's okay. We're going to continue on with the video. So some of my words may be matching and some of my words may not be off. I've been typical to just do the same kind of commentary often, but I apologize for that. But we're going to move forward. So we're going to go and read some of what Lil Boosie responded and said in a tweet. And I want you guys to, give me a little minute. I'm going to try to read it as well as I can because, this is a Southern man. So sometimes you have to read it in the verbiage that they actually type it. So let's take a look at what Boosie had to say in some tweets that he posted on Twitter. He goes on to say, it's sad for this lawyer family to say I promoted my event off someone's passing. My event was promoted on Eventbrite since November 14th. This incident happened a week before my event was taking place. How the F can I capitalize off someone's death for a concert? That ain't me. A death of a student won't help a concert. It would hurt a concert. I was asked to help the situation and that's what I was doing once I made it home. But for y'all to say that y'all are taking legal action against someone who is trying to help, y'all, it's a slap in my face. Completely wrong. When keeping it real goes wrong, shaking my head, BR, I'm done. Another money grab. This is the ultimate betrayal, shaking my head. Then he goes on to also say something else. He said, can someone from the family call me? No one is trying to get us on the phone. I've been trying to get y'all $20K since it was brought to my attention. The university, since it was brought to my attention. The university, no one wants to put us in contact. This is a effing shame how they doing me. Attorney General Liz Morale, you can call me too. The revenue I bring to the capital city is unmatched. The fun and excitement is unmatched. No violence, 6 years in a row at my events. Not even a fight in a city that murders every weekend. Instead of trying to bring me down and take from me. Maybe y'all should allow me to be put in positions to make a change in the city. I've heard that this attorney general has a grudge against rappers. If that's the case, you need to sit down with me and talk. I'm not just a rapper. I'm a rapper, I'm a daddy, I'm a filmmaker, an entrepreneur, and a philanthropist. This the reason I left that damn state. You won't let me be great. Shaking my head. It's all good. I will forever be hashtag Mr. Louisiana. So I do believe that Boosie was being very genuine, you all, and very considerate to the family when he did, you know, think of how he wanted to give back. I just know that the family is just grieving, you know. It's so fresh and it's so early. In my opinion, none of this needed to go public. I think there should have been some discussions about not actually, you know, just putting Caleb's name out there doing a celebration where people were going to party and have a good time. I mean, especially while the family was so fragile at that time. I don't think that was a great idea to bring it to the public as far as to what he wanted to do to help, you know, keep Caleb's name alive. And that's just my opinion about it. I mean, yes, he's a known celebrity, and I do think he really cared. And I hope that he doesn't quit coming back to Baton Rouge, because a lot of people look forward to the Boosie Bash. It's just a great celebration and all. So also, in my opinion, you know, the fraternities, the schools, they need to put a handle on this situation as well, because I think they should be getting some of this same smoke that Boosie is getting. Southern University is known for a lot of things, and hazing, you know, that's one of the things a lot of people have known Southern to be, you know, very bad at, you know, have a bad reputation with as well. But I don't think Boosie tried to gain any fame or popularity or sell any concert tickets as far as using his Caleb name. That's just my opinion. And so, I mean, all of the negative press that he's getting, I hope that he's able to explain himself to where people can understand where he's coming from, because yeah, Boosie does have a bad reputation long time ago, you know, in the city, but he has since cleaned up his image, and he has been doing a lot of positivity community work in our city, so I commend him for that. So you all, let me know what you think about this. You know, what do you think? Do you think Boosie overstepped his boundaries, or do you think that, you know, he was well within his right to try to give back and just do something positive for such a tragic situation? You guys let me know what you think down in the comment section, and we're going to move along to the next topic. All right, guys, switching gear, we're going to talk about the Dallas rapper Yella. The murder for hire bond that he received for $2 million has now been reduced to $750,000. Okay, so that is a huge reduction, and it's all kind of like coming out in certain videos that his grandmother was at his bond hearing, and she had a lot to say about her grandson, Yella, his financial lifestyle. They asked her questions about how does she feel about, you know, why he should be able to receive a bond reduction. So we're going to get into that video, and there's also another clip where they have another clip where Yella is actually in court, and the judge and the prosecutor both scold him about how serious these allegations are. And the judge actually looked at him and said that she does not think he's taking these charges serious enough, and she gave him some serious stipulations on how he should conduct himself if he is to make bond, which there is no news yet if he has made bond, but if he does make bond, I'll come back here, guys, and I'll make an updated video. Also, there is a video circulating where they actually have the chase on the highway where Mo3 was murdered on I-35. They have the video clip, how ironic, from an 18-wheeler who was driving behind Mo3 at that time. I mean, they have the actual footage of what happened. So this is going to be a very interesting case. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm just laughing at how ironic how the universe works. But let's get into this video, and then I'm going to come back on here with some more commentary. You guys, if my words are not matching the screen, just remember that I was muted this whole time, so I had to come back and do another voiceover. But you guys just keep, bear with me, and we're going to get through this video. Please make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you like this kind of content, and let's go ahead and get into it.
I'm not aware of that. Are you aware of him paying and helping to support other individuals in the family and also extended family and friends?
I'm not into his business like that.
You agree with me that your grandson is substantially well off, correct?
He might used to be, but if he could make a $2 million bond, he'd be out.
Would you agree with me, though, that there's a difference between can, want to, and choosing not to?
I'm aware of all of those things, but I know he don't want to be in here, so I know if he could afford it, he'd be out.
And he has houses in other states, correct?
And I'm not aware of that.
I hope my mic was not muted the entire time. I'm not laughing at the fact that this is a court proceeding and it's funny. I'm laughing at the fact that Grandma got the blonde wig on, honey, and it's cut to the T, okay? Shout out to Grandma, because Grandma looks amazing. I mean, she looks amazing. So that was his grandmother. I didn't want to interrupt the screen, so I hope you guys heard that. I think my mic was muted earlier. If it was, I'm just gonna have to do a pre-recorded video over it and give you guys a timestamp. So that was his grandmother actually pleading to the court to let them know, like, my grandchild cannot afford a $2 million bond, despite of what you guys think that he actually is worth. And she was very, very thorough, and she spoke very well. So now I want to show you guys the actual court proceeding where Yella Bezzy was in court, and he actually had a chance to hear the scolding from the judge. Shout out to Say Cheese, because this is where I got the content from. So let's get into it. And I'm not going to talk during this. I'm actually going to mute myself so you guys can just watch it. It's about 2 minutes long, and then I'll come back on. Let's see.
To Marquise Conway, the defendant, being present and involved in this conversation. The state's witness will testify to the amount of money that was to be paid for the murder. A state's witness will testify to the individuals responsible for the payment. That state's witness will also testify that Marquise Conway was one of the individuals responsible for a portion of that payment. A state's witness will also testify to the individual who would receive this payment. The state's witness will testify that Kewan White was, in fact, the individual to receive this payment, who was originally indicted in State's Exhibit number 1, the probable cause, which is before this court. The state's witness would also testify that Kewan White, or to who shot and killed Melvin Noble. This witness would also testify to Kewan White being the individual who shot and killed Mr. Noble on November 11th of 2020. Again, this conversation took place in the days following Mr. Noble's murder. The state has also had an opportunity to review bank records of the defendant, Marquise Conway. These records would show that the defendant drew $40,000 in the days following the murder of Melvin Noble. And for the record, that was a cash withdrawal. These records would correspond to the exact amount which the state's witness would testify to.
All right, guys, so you just saw the video of Yella Bezzy in court, and the prosecutor was stating the facts that they have a witness. And I also heard that it seemed like they may have like 2 witnesses, or it seems like they have a witness who overheard a conversation that was being had about Yella Bezzy making a payment to the alleged hitman. So it's a lot of moving parts in this whole court proceedings that I'm just gonna keep a watch on. But if Yella Bezzy looks stressed in there, okay, let me see. He looked completely stressed. I'm serious. But who wouldn't be? It's a murder charge. His bond is $750,000. Not sure if he's going to be able to make bond, but that should be interesting to keep an eye on, and to see how long this proceeding take. Now, most prosecutors, they focus on probable cause, like what would this person benefit from the death of this other person, and that's probably going to be where they kind of like stick it. Like, why would he want to unalive Mo 3? So they're going to have to find a legitimate reason that will be believable to a jury or a judge. So that's something that I want to kind of get a little bit understanding of, you know, because there's so many different stories floating around about why Mo 3 and Yella Bezzy had issues. I mean, it stemmed from a fight that was supposed to happen between Yella Bezzy and Mo 3's friend that didn't take place. And then I heard stories where it wasn't about a fight. It actually wasn't a fight that ensued, and Yella Bezzy did not win the fight. And because he didn't win the fight, in retaliation, someone was unalive. So I'll get to the source of it, and I'll find out, and I'll come back and report an update. But for now, guys, that's all I have. And make sure you guys give me your thoughts and opinions on the commentary, and give me your thoughts and opinions on the video. How do you guys feel about me doing videos where I'm on here, you know, giving you videos just like I did, and as opposed to just uploading, you know, edited videos? So I want to hear your thoughts and opinion on Lil Boosie. Do you think Lil Boosie was in the right to actually try to do a good deed and give Caleb Wilson a scholarship from the proceeds of his Boosie bash? Or do you feel like he was totally out of bounds? He should have let his family grieve before he actually inserted himself into the situation. But don't forget, you know, he said they asked for his help, so maybe this was his way of trying to help. And give me your thoughts and opinion on Yella Bezzy. Do you think that the prosecutor or the state of Texas has a strong case against Yella Bezzy? If you're from Texas, let me know, like, what's going on with the Yella Bezzy and Mo 3 situation. I would love to go and do some research on it. I have done some. I have made a video about it, so make sure you check that out. I'm going to leave that at the end of this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys for watching. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so please support the channel and like the channel, leave a comment, give me some type of engagement so that I know this is the kind of commentary that you are okay with watching, or this is perfectly, you know, what you want as a, you know, a viewer. And I thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.